Hi, it's PV Charts again. Time for another quick update on our cryptocurrencies. You probably hear that I'm pretty excited today, pretty happy. Not surprising looking at the Bitcoin price. He has broken 18,000 USD. So this is within expectation because if you listen to my previous videos, I've been saying that it's going to break 20,000. I have like no doubt. Or when I say there's no doubt, it means that I'm pretty confident that we can hit 20,000. But looking at 2017, those people here thinks that Bitcoin is going to 100K, and looks what happened next. It went down to 6,000, and then it went down further to $3,000. So you got to be really careful with Bitcoin. What I plan to do is to always establish my stop losses so that if it comes down, I'm going to cash out. So back to Bitcoin, it has been rising and our target is 24,000. Looks like it's halfway there. And if you are less risk and if you are risk averse, I would suggest not financial advice, but what I would do if I were risk averse, I would just buy and hold and wait for the target to achieve. But if I'm a Bitcoin newbie and I've never done crypto before, then things get a little bit tricky because do I want to buy now and then it may just drop another 30%, or if I wait for the pullback and pullback doesn't happen and reach 50K next. Um, of course, there will always be pullback, but you wouldn't know because the pullback can happen at 20,000 and it drops to 19,000, and then the pullback price is still higher than the current price now. And then you might be thinking, let's wait for 18,000 or 17,000, and from 19,000 it goes to 50,000, for example. So you're going to miss the boat. So typically, what I would like to do is, if I want to invest in something, I will just put in money a bit by bit. So if I have no exposure to Bitcoin, I'll just put in money a bit this month and then buy a bit more the next month, something like that, or buy a bit more when it pulls back. And Bitcoin is and crypto is very volatile. So the best is if you are and cryptocurrencies are very volatile. So if you are new to this, then just put in money that you can afford to lose, and that losing that money will have no impact to your life whatsoever. That's the best. And I don't suggest putting in a lot of money, like maybe 5% of your portfolio. That's probably good enough. There are people I know that put 50% of their portfolio inside. I won't do that, but they have a lot more confidence than I do in this market. So why am I skeptical is because I was here. So I wrote this thing up, which is very good. But then I wrote it down again. I think I sold somewhere in the middle here, so that's why my profits are limited. But this is something that you have to be very careful because at this point, 19,000, people are saying, Bitcoin is going to the moon, it's going to 100K, and see what's next. Went down to 6,000, went down again to $3,000. So you got to be very, very careful. Okay, back to what I think is going to happen. As mentioned in previous videos, 24,000, 24.4K, first target. We are halfway there, and I think we are looking strong. And this is a technical channel. I don't want to talk too much about the fundamentals or the technology behind Bitcoin or various altcoins. I'm actually an idiot in this aspect, but because of all the money printings and the economic crisis, and the economic crisis, I think people are going to put in to cryptocurrencies. And if they were going to put into cryptocurrencies, the very first thing they're going to put into is most likely Bitcoin. Of course, that's the one that has the most exposure and the most well known. If you're going to if you are going to talk to your friend about Bitcoin, yeah, they may have heard about it. You can try talking to them about band protocol, and they were like, what? Rubber band? I mentioned in my previous video that I put all my Bitcoin into Yearn, so let's see. Remember, we started slightly lower than 0.3 BTC and slightly lower than 5K, and then now I have like 15% gain, and at some point I got 20% gain, so I woke up and then my portfolio is up 1000 USD, so that's like 20% up. The reason being, Yearn gain against BTC and BTC gain against USD. So that's my strategy, because from my previous experience, the odds are going to provide more leverage to your investment that gives you the best bang for your buck. But then there is like higher risk, even higher returns. So you got to be really, really careful. That's why if you have never invested in cryptocurrencies, I think it's best to stick with Bitcoin and Ethereum. At least that's what I'll do. And for me, this money is something that I've profited from my previous trades in cryptocurrencies. So it'll be like, if I lose everything, I'm not going to bet an eyelid. But of course, 5K can buy me a lot of coffee. So maybe I'll quit coffee, and then let's see, I've got to quit coffee for many years to save up this money back again. Looking at my previous day trade, I bought Yearn at 1.16 and it's now 1.24 BTC. I woke up to this 1.4 and I was like, what? What's happening? So I woke up at about 1.29 BTC, and then it took me a while to register. And then I realized that it has gone up. And then I went for breakfast and hit this. I didn't know about it. But had I knew, I would probably just hold and not do anything about it. And then what happened next is a little bit depressing. It went all the way down again. But because I'm in Yearn and somehow I have some confidence in this project, so I continue to hold. And then now it's bouncing back. Also, the chart still looks bullish. That's why I didn't consider taking profit or converting them back into BTC. I'm still continuing to hold until maybe this support is broken. But I'll be a little bit worried if this support is broken. And so this is the nature of trading. We'll just have to keep our eyes open and keep monitoring the chart and the price. But for Yearn, I'm pretty comfortable just holding it for a period of time. But then there's always this thing about when BTC run up. When BTC run up, you'll see that the alt start to drop. Happens across the board. So then the next question is, yeah, I can trade, I can sell to BTC and then rebuy back Yearn. It's doable, but then I don't think anyone can be so precise to do it consistently every day. I tried doing all this day trading in band. It was really tiring. I did make a bit, but then not that much. So I didn't really want to do that anymore because it really wastes a lot of my time. Also, still watching band. Band is doing pretty good, but not as good as Yearn. So I think the switch is well timed, moving away from band protocol and moving into Yearn. But I'll still keep this token in my watch list. And I'm also considering Solana. At least that's the plan for now. So most likely what's going to happen is I'm going to move my funds from BTC to Solana to Yield to Yearn Finance to Band, maybe to Ethereum, not likely though. And if I make some profit, I may put into some high risk tokens that can give like 10x, 100x. But maybe I wouldn't want to do that because I may just get nothing back. So that's the update for today.